In this video, I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of living in Mill Valley, California. So if you're thinking of moving to Mill Valley, you're going to want to watch this video. As some background, Mill Valley has a population of 14,000 people. In some ways, it feels like a small, charming town, but it's actually a city. I would describe the vibe as outdoorsy, artistic, family-oriented, definitely upscale, and also wellness-oriented. Mill Valley attracts both professionals and artistic people alike. Let's start and dive in with the pros and go one by one. Then we'll talk about the cons. Pro number one is Mill Valley's great location. It's truly hard to beat. Mill Valley is just 14 miles north of San Francisco. So if you feel the urge for city life, it's just across the bridge. Mill Valley sits at the base of majestic Mount Tamalpais. Locals call it Mount Tam. It offers lush redwood forests, winding trails, and stunning views. Getting back to driving location, it takes about 20 to 30 minutes outside of peak hours to drive to the city, which is not long. And if you wanted to go to the wine country, it's about an hour drive to beautiful Napa or Sonoma. If you're heading to Tahoe, it's about a 3.5-hour drive. Not far. And most Mill Valley residents, or many I should say, go to Tahoe during the summer. Most realtors say there are 3 rules to real estate: location, location, location. So if you're trying to pick a prime blue chip location, Mill Valley is it. Pro number 2 is Mill Valley's stunning natural beauty. If you love being outdoors, Mill Valley is paradise. It's all about lush greenery and dramatic views. You'll find towering redwoods that create a cathedral-like grove that filter light, creating a magical setting and cool shade. You'll also find scenic creeks and charming bridges throughout town. Mill Valley is covered with beautiful parks. 2 of my favorite are Boyle Park and Old Mill Park, which is near the library. Boyle Park has 2 amazing baseball fields and a playground and a huge field for dogs and families. Whether you love hiking, mountain biking, or just being surrounded by nature, Mill Valley is probably your spot. Pro number 3 is Mill Valley's charming downtown. It's a walkable downtown, not just a strip you drive through. It's filled with historic buildings, boutique shops, cafes, and great restaurants. It has an almost European village vibe. There's even a central square where people gather, grab coffee, and meet up with friends. Some local favorite restaurants include Bungalow 44, El Paseo, and Piazza D'Angelo. There's an area called the Lumber Yard, which used to be the town's original lumber mill. Now it's filled with shops and restaurants, and it's a great outdoor space to enjoy on a sunny day. Other downtown highlights include the Sweetwater Music Hall for live music, and there are 2 theaters that offer live performances throughout the year. You'll also find many non-chain, locally owned shops and art galleries, which give the downtown Mill Valley its unique charm. Pro number 4 is the excellent public schools. Mill Valley has great public schools, and it's a big reason why many families with young kids leave San Francisco and move to Mill Valley, as they want to raise their kids in Mill Valley and have them attend the local public schools. There are 5 elementary schools: Edna McGuire, Old Mill, Park, Strawberry, and Tam Valley. I've had my kids in the local school system, and I can tell you it's fantastic. The community is involved and the teachers are dedicated, and the kids make lifelong friends. Mill Valley has 1 middle school and 1 high school, Tam High School. Tam High School is so beautiful with its Spanish Mediterranean architecture and its beautiful landscaping that some people say it looks like a college campus. Pro number 5 is there's tons of things to do in Mill Valley. You will never be bored. There are hundreds of hiking and mountain biking trails. Just check out your All Trails app and see all the options. You will be amazed. You can play golf at Boyle Park, which is a public course, or enjoy tennis at the many tennis courts. There are community events like the Dipsy Trail Run, which is the oldest cross-country race in the United States, going all the way back to 1905. It's a highly competitive race and tons of fun to watch. If you enjoy the arts, you have the Throckmorton Theatre, which was built in 1911. It has live shows and comedy nights. There's the Marin Theatre Company, which puts on a full season of plays. Then you have the Mountain Play, which is an amazing outdoor experience. The Sweetwater Music Hall offers live bands. And the annual Mill Valley Film Festival every October runs 11 days and showcases over 200 films. Pro number 6 is that Mill Valley offers unique, one-of-a-kind homes. You'll find historic cottages that are tucked into redwood groves. You'll find mid-century modern-style homes with walls of glass overlooking canyons. And you'll find architect-designed contemporary-built homes that blend seamlessly with the hillside terrain. Many homes have custom features, such as dramatic open-beam ceilings, or decks that expand into the trees, or hand-built stone fireplaces. There are older craftsman and Victorian homes, some in original condition, but many with thoughtful modern updates that preserve their charm. It is not cookie-cutter here. Every property feels special and unique, with a story to tell and a connection to the natural beauty around it. That is part of why people fall in love with Mill Valley. And this is where I can help you. I've been a trusted realtor for over 20 years with deep knowledge of the local market. As a Compass agent, I offer strong professional networking. If you're looking for a home that truly fits, I'm here to help you. Reach out at 415-902-5991 or see my contact information below. Next, I'll be discussing the cons of living in Mill Valley, as you'll want to be aware of these issues. Con number 1, Mill Valley is beautiful, but it's also expensive, and that is con number 1. There are around 5,000 single-family homes and 1,700 condos. Prices range from $700,000, usually for major fixers, which are hard to find, to up to $10 million for a luxury property. The median price for a single-family home is about $2.2 million. Average price per square foot across Mill Valley is $1,060. But in premium neighborhoods, it can hit as high as $2,000 per square foot. Popular neighborhoods in Mill Valley include Sycamore Park. Because it's walkable to get to downtown, it's called the Flats. Then you have Boyle Park, which has great views and is also close to downtown. There's a neighborhood called Cascade Canyon, which offers forest feel. If you prefer a neighborhood with warmer weather, you have Scott Valley. This neighborhood comes with a swim and tennis club. There are about 15 neighborhoods in Mill Valley. Contact me and let's sit down and talk about each one in greater detail. Also, stay tuned for my videos on specific neighborhoods of Mill Valley. Con number 2, wildfire and flood risk. Because of the surrounding forested hills, some parts of Mill Valley have a higher wildfire risk. Houses in the hills tend to be more exposed than those in the flats or by the bay. There's also flood risk near creeks around the Tam Junction area. Fire risk and flood risk can mean higher insurance costs. Wildfire risk is a part of California's Mediterranean climate, with long, dry summers. The good news is that awareness and prevention efforts have never been stronger. Local government and homeowners are taking proactive steps to reduce danger. Con number 3 is there is some traffic and congestion, and sometimes traffic can be an issue. It can get slow on East Blythedale, especially during school drop-off and pickup times, and it gets slow heading eastbound in the afternoons. Tam Junction is another area where there can be traffic. It can back up on weekends, especially when people are heading to Muir Woods or the beach. There are only 2 main exits to the 101 freeway from the west side of Mill Valley, which can create bottlenecks. Commutes to San Francisco can be unpredictable, depending upon the day. Con number 4 is steep and narrow roads. Many Mill Valley neighborhoods are built into the hills, and that means steep, narrow, and winding roads, sometimes with sharp hairpin turns. On certain streets, there's only enough room for one car at a time, so you have to wait for the other car to pass. Driveways can also be very steep, so that's something to be aware of and get used to if you're considering moving here. Con number 5 is tree droppings in Mill Valley. As Mill Valley is covered in beautiful trees, they provide stunning greenery. offer shade and beauty, but they also drop leaves, needles, sap, pollen, and branches. The streets in Sycamore Park have trees that match the street name. So on Sycamore Avenue, you'll have sycamore trees. On Walnut, you'll have walnut trees. On Catalpa Avenue, there'll be catalpa trees. Up in the hills and in the canyons, you'll find redwoods and oak trees, which shed even more. This isn't a deal breaker for everyone, but just know you may be sweeping off your driveway or brushing off your car a lot. For the last con of Mill Valley, we have some foggy, damp summer weather. As Mill Valley is close to San Francisco, during the summer it can have cool and sometimes foggy days, just like in the city, but overall it's definitely sunnier. The moisture and the fog is what keeps the redwood trees alive during the summer. That's where they get their water. The weather here is variable, with real microclimates. For example, Tennessee Valley tends to be foggier and windier, and Scott Valley is warmer and sunnier, perfect for afternoons at the pool. As a fun fact, most homes in Mill Valley don't have air conditioning because it's rarely hot enough to need it.
Okay, so those are the pros and cons of living in Mill Valley. I personally love living here and I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. But it's important to understand the trade-offs if you're considering a move to the area. Feel free to call or reach out. I'll share my local insights and help you find the right home and the right neighborhood for you and your family.
Thank you for watching, and I hope to hear from you soon.